There are three kinds of men that you should not marry as a woman. I know when you get to that age where you feel like, oh, I don't have so much time anymore. I've just got to go for just any kind of man, as long as the man is willing. Um, don't be in a haste to make a decision that you're going to regret for the rest of your life. As a woman, there are three kinds of men that I would advise you, strongly advise you not to marry. The first kind of man is, don't marry a man who you would not want to stand beside in the future. What I mean is, um, don't marry a man who, in the next few years from now, you would be ashamed of standing beside him. You should have some non-negotiables. What I mean is, you should have a list of qualities that you want in your future life partner. You should have on one part of it needs, meaning what you're not willing to negotiate with any man, no matter what happens. Those are very important standards that you set for yourself as early as possible. So you need to have some non-negotiables, things that you're not willing to compromise for any reason. A man who you will not be able to stand with, when you're outside, you won't even be able to tell someone else, that's my husband. Why marry him? Why make you and him go through this misery after marriage? Marriage is not marriage is not a do or die affair. It's not something that you have to get married. No. It all depends on what your plan is. The second kind of man that you should not marry is someone who has a history of cheating or who has a history of multiple relationship. Look, it's hard for people to change their habits, and it's sad that a lot of ladies don't realize this. You feel like you always give him excuses, you always stand up for him, you always want to find a way around it. Oh, that was then. What makes you think that he has changed completely? Look, if he has given you good reasons and if he has proven to you that he has changed for real, and you can see it, it's different. But look, habits are so hard to change. And you can tell from your own life that even you are struggling with some bad habits that you find it difficult to change, not something like cheating or having multiple relationships in your past. So be careful, ladies. Do not marry someone or do not attempt to marry someone who has got this kind of habits. The third kind of man that you should not marry is a man who values his possession more than you. I call him the price tag man. He tends to say, my house, my car, my this, or I did this for this person. Someone who has this mentality of I. This is a man who literally will value his possession more than you. This is someone who would even value himself more than you. Ladies, please do not make this mistake. You end up getting married to this kind of man. He's going to tell you everything I own. Whatever it is I say, you do. He's going to be an authoritarian man. And sometimes we see it, but you're blinded because he buys you things, he buys a lot of stuff for you, and then you feel, oh, he takes care of me, he loves me. Don't be foolish to fall into that kind of trap. This kind of man will always choose his possession over you. This kind of man will always choose what he has, what he has accomplished, what he's going to accomplish over you at any time. So you need to be careful. And when it comes to that stage where he would say, where you both will have to choose between your relationship and other things, he would choose other things over you or your relationship with him. These three kind of men, please avoid them. Sometimes you feel like you don't know what to do. I just have to get married. Time has gone and all of that. Time has not gone. Everyone has got their perfect time. And with God on your side, your right man will come at the perfect time and you're going to be happy. Set your standard to the standard of God. God loves you. He doesn't want you to be unhappy. I need you to realize that marriage is going to last for more than 50 years if God keeps us alive. But you don't want to spend that time in unhappiness and in misery because of a decision that you made in haste, just because you think the time is ticking. I hope you've gained value from this video. Please subscribe, like this video, share. I'd like to know what your comments are. Thank you. Bye. I'll see you in my next video.